Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you are having a great day. And today, what I would like to talk about is responsibilities. And I know my last video was a bit longer, so I'd like to keep this one shorter because I don't think it really needs any rants. I think a lot of us will understand what I'm saying very quickly without too many examples. And I also think a lot of us already know a lot of what I'm going to say. We just may not consciously in the moment when you're pursuing your responsibilities be thinking about it. So I'd like to start by defining responsibilities and how I'm going to be using it in this video, where responsibilities to me are anything that's not in action. So let's say you're meditating or you're sleeping or you're just vegging out on the couch. You will be in action. In action. But when you are in action, you will go out, you will be doing something, whether it's for your survival responsibilities like eating or whatever you need to do to survive, or if it's work, you need to get paid, or if it's something you've agreed to, like going to a concert, you've paid the tickets, it's your responsibility to go now, or just going out with a friend you agreed to go out with, whatever. It could be fun, it could be bad, it is an action. It is now a responsibility, it's something that you were going to complete, that you decided you would, optionally or inoptionally. So, with that being said, I think a lot of people get caught up in defining these actions, where if you're not doing anything, I'm not going to use the inactivity anymore, that was confusing enough when I said it. If you're not doing anything, then you're kind of at an even state. And then you may go to work, you may not want to be there, you drop, and then you come home, you're kind of back to normal. You may do something fun, like you may go out with friends, and if you stay sober, you come home, you're back to normal. So, when people get caught up in these actions, they get so caught up while they're in the moment that this is their life. And I'd like to branch off and use an example I think we all can understand. That's how I came to see these actions and responsibilities in our life. Now I'm going to talk about substances and alcohol, and I'm assuming many of us that are over 21 have tried alcohol at some point. But even if you haven't, I think anyone can understand where I'm going to come from this. So let's say you want a drug or to drink. You can specifically pay however much money to buy whatever substance you'd like that will accomplish whatever emotional state you would like to be in. That's basically the basics of drugs. So if you want to feel this way, you pay for it, bang. You took the drug, you feel that way. Now, I think that people do similar activities, like I want to feel great, I'm going to pay, I'm going to go to this concert and I'll feel good. I'll go to this concert, it'll give me this high. Even if I'm sober, I'll still get this high from doing this activity. And on the flip side, you can get the lows from doing activities you don't want to do, even if you have to do them in real life. You don't have a choice. Like using the bathroom or eating, or those might not be the most horrible things that you have to do. But as far as going to work, you do need to be able to pay for things. You need to be able to afford things. And a lot of people get so down when they're doing these things they don't want to, these responsibilities. And I'd like to go back to the substances and the alcohol, is especially anyone that's ever drank. If you go and you buy some beer and you say, I'm gonna have some friends over and we're gonna drink this beer and something will happen. So everyone gets over, they get drunk, and then anyone that's ever been in college or just in general may have felt this, everyone gets drunk and then there's nothing going on. And you're all inebriated, so you're not gonna accomplish anything. You're not driving across wherever you are to go somewhere better. And it's just gonna be a hassle to get anywhere and do anything if you didn't have a plan. But when you take these substances with a plan, where it's, I'm not going to be drunk, going to be high for the purpose of being high or drunk. I'm going to get high, I'm going to get drunk, and I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to do this thing and I'll be in this state and it'll be awesome. And I think that's easy to understand, where just being high or drunk may not be fun, but going and doing something while you're drunk or high, that's what's fun. Going to a concert, you might want to be drinking. It has a purpose. Now, obviously, substances can be very bad and they have their downsides, but I think the example is important because people will take these things that can give them emotions. They can physically, with money, purchase an emotion, and they can go and use that emotion to complete their tasks. Now, so, like going to a concert or a party may be a lot easier, more fun to you drunk. Or like people who smoke. I'm not condoning this at all, but if people that go to work and they are high, then it may be better for them. So when you look at it like that, the way I see it is, when we complete our activities, we are hoping they will fulfill us. Where it's completely sober, I want to go to this concert, I'm going to stay sober, and I'm going to get this high. It's going to be great. And then I'm going to come back, and it's going to end. And this can be with people too. You can be with a person, and now you're not with this person, and that is gone. Or you could be at work, you may not want to be there. Or maybe in the morning you drink your cup of coffee, it gets you going, it makes your job easier. Or anyone who's ever been prescribed some sort of Vyvanse or Adderall, a lot of Americans have, whether they need it or not, they've been prescribed. And it can make these tasks like work and everything better and more fun. And I do have 2 guinea pigs, so if you've ever heard the noise, that's what that is. But so when people do these substances to be in these states while they do these things, it makes it so much better. So I don't understand is how come when you're sober, you may go to work and that's going to shape your mood. Right now, I'm baseline. I'm going to go to work and it's going to shape my mood. I'm going to go down. I'm going to get home. Baseline. I'm going to drink. I'm going to go out. I'm going to be with friends. I get home. I'm alone. Baseline. And I think that's ridiculous because being baseline and letting everything affect your life, you're constantly just going up and down, fluctuating. You have no control. Like you've ever heard people in the morning, don't talk to me till I have my coffee, or I just got home from work, whatever excuse, because they let work bring them down. Now they're upset. They let something bring them down. Now they're upset. We're constantly reacting to everything around us. And I have another video that talks about negativity, where how we can let the negativity go, and if that's what you're looking for, that video may be more helpful. But when it comes to responsibilities itself, why do we let these things determine our mood? If we go to work, if we're in a good mood, if we wake up, I'm alive, this is my life, I am me, then when I go to work, there's no reason it needs to bring me down. It's something I have to do. I didn't have the choice to be alive. We don't have the choice to, when we're born, we don't choose this, and we don't choose what we have to do to stay alive. So why should these things be bringing us down? I have to go to work. I have to do what I agreed to with my friends. So it seems like if this is the high, let's say this concert, like sober, I'm gonna say is the high. I'm not gonna say try and strive for high highs sober or in general. But if this is your high sober, this concert, why can't you stay in that point? That should be your baseline. You know what you are capable of. It's not whoever's performing, it's not the music, it's not whatever situation's going on. That feeling is inside you, it's not outside of you. So when you know where that feeling is, you can hold it, you can remember it, and you can focus on it, especially in meditation. You can find that feeling and hold on to it. You can keep it in everyday life. And it makes your activities so much easier. When you can go to work and be happy, then you'll be flowing so much better. Like you get that coffee, you may feel like a little bit of euphoria, and that might make everything easier. But if you can choose that already, if you can choose to go to work happy and know that you're not going to be negatively affected by what's around you, or you can go to a concert and you can know that it may be awesome, but that feeling, that awesomeness is inside you. You're not reliant on this person, that whoever's performing, or I've been using a concert the whole time, but it really doesn't matter. It's all inside you, and you can choose to keep it. And I'm not saying that life is one high emotion. There are many different emotions, But when you know what they are, you can choose to experience them. You can find them inside you and you can let them grow. Where if you know that what makes you productive, that productive feeling inside of you, you can choose to channel that while you're at work, or just love in general, because maybe, and I'm saying this like you have complete totality freedom over it, like I'm gonna be happy, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that. I think that I may be not articulating very well, but what I do mean is when you can see the high states that you want to hold, it's much easier to let go of these low states. Because when you try and keep yourself up here, because you know you're capable of it, when you start to feel affected by, start to feel yourself reacting like someone may come and be rude to you, if you can let that go, it doesn't affect you. So you can see if you're conscious and paying attention when these feelings will start to build up, this anger, this whatever, and you can ignore it. That's not the feeling I want to feel. I don't want to feel angry. It's not helpful. I want to feel love. I want to feel joy. I want to feel peace. So, and I do have another video. It's about removing negativity from your life. It's a few videos back, and I don't want to promote or anything. I'm not saying that, but if you want more tips on how to remove the negativity from your life, I talk about it more there. I'm not trying to avoid telling you any real information, but I did say I was going to keep this shorter, and I will hold to that. So I hope that I was explained myself well about how you do not need to let your actions and responsibilities weigh on your emotions. You don't. It's not part of human nature. You don't need to do it. You do not need to react to everything around you. Everyone else around you may be doing that, but you don't have to. And when you let that go, you'll be able to see how everyone is so caught up in reacting that they're forgetting to act. So I'll leave it right on that one. I'll let you think about that. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe.